haven't played for so long. But.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, the commentary is great. So, yeah, it's Norby from 512, and we're getting a fun sneak look at the Outrider YT 2400. Always interesting because in the books it was described as originally being chrome, I think, when Luke first saw it in the hangar. And I guess they're going for like the classic Corellian engineering paint scheme.
Oh, and I just noticed the cannons are gray instead of white.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so Daniel and I are looking at this. It's like definitely like a new paint aesthetic. We were joking about the amount of wash they use. It's like, oh, do you like shadows? Do you like dark? Yes. Like very, very flat. Not a lot of shading like you see on some of the older ships. So it's really, really distinct. I mean, it looks beautiful. Like they absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely not saying it looks bad, but it's distinct. Cockpit glass is super glossy. They're continuing the trend of like keeping the engines all nice and blue.
I was looking for sculpt differences. I'm not particularly.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is a great thought. Yeah, because
the sculpts.
Did they dust the models off? It's like so the little gribblies there. I see. That looks the same. I'm trying to think what's the smallest detail on this. It's kind of tough because, all of that wash. But, I mean, at first look, it literally looks...
It does look like the same sculpt. I'm not seeing differences.
They somehow just kept those little puppies together. And the guns look the same. I mean, the guns look like maybe a different plastic. I wonder if the gun's softer. Nope, guns are the same. Different paints and all, but... Yeah, literally, you might just be looking at the exact... Oh, I wonder about the... Because they've been updating their base positions, trying to make them a little bit more stable with the recent ones. But no, it's literally same thing. Looks like they got it.
Yeah.
No real change. Cockpit, engine. Man, still a beautiful ship. But
nice to have the blue instead of the engine glow.
Yeah, so no one has to paint their own engine glow. It's not a shaded piece, but you know what? Actually, I think that looks better. Because this thing literally looks right out of almost like Rebels or out of the new Resistance comics. Like this thing would have fit perfectly in the Resistance TV show. Which makes me think,
Could we please have a season 3?
So what else do we have? Any fun notes on the box art? No, the box art doesn't give us anything away. Shows a picture of the YT-2400 escaping like an Imperial thing with way more panels, looking all nice and clean. One ship and stand, 2 ship cards. Okay, so we only got 2. We've got Lebo and Dash. 4 standard loadouts, 8 upgrades, 3 punch sheets, 1 insert. Formidable opponents to enemies who dare fly within range. Oh yeah, and there we go. Yeah, so one side of it's interesting. One side of the box art shows the classic fresh 2400, like nice and clean, which is Lebo's.
Yeah.
And then the other side of the box shows like Dash's like crazy color scheme, which you got to think is actually not a color scheme. It's probably just him.
That's just damage being repaired.
Damage it and repairing it. It's like, I found a piece of metal. Let me bang this into a donut shape and slap it on
that.
Yeah. Future Star Wars Bondo, and we have. Okay, see what's inside. No, it's just a large base, nothing special.
Like, dang it.
I was curious to see if there's any like the interesting mounting stuff that they've done, but
like a different base, kind of like the Ghost would have.
Yeah, which 10 out of 10, they crushed it there. That base is a dream versus the other one. So my first thing is like, hey, are we seeing a bullseye arc or anything really weird here? Nope, looks like, they fixed their printing issues. Dial, cardboard, looks good. Nothing unusual there. Lebo, Dash Rendar, nothing too fancy. And we've got our cards. Now, I know everyone was probably thinking about this.
I love that they put the actual full art on the back of cards.
Oh yeah, so I have no idea if people saw this, but we were just looking, like the Dash Rendar, so the X-Wing card, like the top, 30% is art, the bottom's text. The back of this is just full art, and really drawing attention to the fact that like the full arts were real full res, they just shrank them down and put them there. Because this art looks, is that, okay, I'm not going to give you any hints, but I just saw something. What's your first thought on what that ship is?
Oh, that's definitely Serenity. Right?
That's
that's totally Serenity in the background there.
Yeah, so what on earth? So you can see it now that it's blown up on the back, but the card for Dash Rendar, Freighter for Hire, has him taking off, and like Serenity's like in the sky. Like, what on earth? Nice. I never noticed that. Well done, guys.
I mean, yeah, if it's meant to be anything else, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, someone's being clever.
That's funny.
Okay, now here's the... Okay, so we've got 2 dash Rendars. We've got the Freighter for Hire. During the engagement phase, ignore the effects of obstacles you're overlapping. So you can just slam yourself onto a rock. You can still take damage, and you can still suffer the effects and your action nonsense, but you can at least shoot. Okay, cool. Maybe get obstructed. 6/4 stats, 3 bow tie, sensor blackout. Primary attacks at range 0 to 1, roll 1 fewer die. Defend at range 1, roll 1 fewer. So you really do not want to be at range 1. You really do not want to be at range 1. Mercenary, after another friendly ship at 0 to 2 is destroyed, you just steal one of its green tokens. Then we've got Seeker Missiles. So Seeker Missiles, you have to fire with a lock. You get 4 of them, which begs its stat bar. So focus, lock, red barrel roll, ouch, kind of like a jump master, and a white rotate, so better than the Ray Falcon. And we've already seen that card spoiled. Seeker Missiles could be interesting. And we've got Lebo, and also again just so pretty. The full art on the back of all the cards is amazing. And now that we've noticed that, oh cool, and they're even they've got the artist's name there.
Yeah, that's another change I like that they actually started doing.
Oh yeah, they need to. So much amazing art in this game. What? So they've got 2 copies.
Different faction, right?
Oh, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Rebel and Scum.
Yeah. So I guess that was one of the questions. 2 copies, 1 Rebel and Scum, exactly identical. And now, honestly, that we saw Firefly in one of these, I'm just wondering what is going on, and see if there's any fun spoilers. Okay. So in Lebo's art, I see what looks like a harpoon missile on the ground. That's kind of funny. Bring harpoon missiles back. They did nothing wrong. Just kidding. Yeah, so we've already seen Lebo. The good old Outrider title. When you perform a primary attack at range 3, roll an additional attack die. So 4 dice at range 3. When you perform an attack that's obstructed by an obstacle, you can change a evade to a hit, to a focus. So built-in juke if he's obstructed. So yeah, so we've seen that stuff before. But then we've got the other cards. So those are the standardized loadout: dash Rendar, ignore, Lebo. If you spend a calculate, gain a calculate. We have Outrider. When you perform a primary at range 3, roll an additional. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay. Outriders are the same. So Outrider can be equipped as a separate title. Good old copy of Lone Wolf, but also the new style. So really clear, like super obvious what this card is. No longer doing the thing where you have half of the card to tuck under. If any of you know what I'm talking about, on the right hand side there's art, card text, and on the left there's card type icon and charges. So we'll see. I do see proton rockets. So are we seeing missiles with these? And also a good full art proton rocket on the back. Absolutely beautiful. Heavy laser cannon. Now I'm just inspecting all this full art just to see if there's any weird hidden things. Okay, we've got a Lando Calrissian. Okay, so maybe they're thinking Lando. We've got a hotshot gunner. Oh no. Everyone thinking about the hotshot gunner. After you perform an attack, after you modify dice, remove a focus or calculate. So brutal for bombers, just stripping that focus off of them. The veteran turret gunner. Okay, so for double tapping, our friend rigged cargo chute, dropping the loose cargo. Because we haven't popped open the cardboard yet and wondering what's in that cardboard. But yep, a good old Matt Bradbury, beautiful art of the Falcon dumping stuff. And yeah, so this is our cards, an absolutely beautiful YT2400. Definitely a different aesthetic, going more for the comic book, resistance style, flat, but man, like uncontrovertibly beautiful ship. 10 out of 10 would absolutely love one of these things. Much more colorful than the original, just hands down. A ton of color, a ton of wash. Like they just wanted you to make sure every detail that's on this thing you get to see. So absolutely a huge fan of the new 2400. Really loving that they're giving more due to the artists by making the art good. And we're going to be putting this puppy away. So, of course, everyone always wondering, hey, okay, neat, Seeker Missiles. The ability to shoot when you're on rocks. Okay. I don't think we have any mechanics or anything like that that are due to be, spoiled or surprises for anybody. So it's not like that's going to come out as a big deal. We were looking at, the cardboard saying, hey, is there anything weird about that? But no, nothing there. Honestly, just what Evernoise says. Ryan Farmer, well, it depends on the points. Thanks, Ryan. Rip the dream. But yeah, this is really going to be wild. Lebo at Initiative 3. Dash Rendar at Initiative 5. We've got some real potential depending on where these things shake up. So very excited to see the impact these make, which is hopefully going to be this Friday. So everyone, really excited to see where this goes. Yeah, really pumped that we were able to get this quick chance to get our hands on the brand new Dash Rendar. Super stoked. This ship looks beautiful. Rebels are kind of struggling right now. They don't have a lot of pieces, and all they need is yet another big base ship with a turret to maybe bring some balance to the Rebels. So really excited, everyone. Might be taking a look at bombers next, but we will see. Thanks, everyone. This is Norby, 502 Squadron, out.